Imagine being so upside down on your loan, you're willing to do anything to escape it. It's a bizarre and an awkward situation that we're going to react to with somebody having a Range Rover that she wants to get out of so badly. And then we're also going to talk about credit card and how that affects your finances. And we're going to also talk about how people are overspending and have lived way above their means in 2025. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm to push the message and to support the channel. Kick back, enjoy the show, and watch till the end because I promise you, you won't regret it.
Turn down. Whoa, not expecting that. 2023 Range Rover with only 20,000 miles. Let's give her a call right now. Hey, I was calling about your 2023 Range Rover that you have.
Yeah, I have it. What's up?
Is it the autobiography or is it the base?
It's fully loaded.
Let me run the VIN actually. It's coming up as autobiography. What's the miles? I just want to confirm.
It's like 20,000, some change.
And does the car have any issues, any damages?
No issues. It's like new. I mean, I barely put any miles on it, so it's in really good condition. I didn't drive it too much.
And how much are you looking to sell it for?
I'm trying to figure out what you can offer. I owe a lot on it, so I just need to get rid of the payment because my ex-boyfriend got the car in my name and then we broke up, so he left the payments on me. So I need to get rid of it. I'm not trying to pay $2,500 a month. That's a lot of money for me.
Yeah, that's a lot. So our offer, based on the condition you're saying, it's probably going to be around
$2,500 a month. Oh my God, it gets worse. Let's see.
110,000.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Is that something you could do?
I mean, what about the difference?
How much do you owe on it?
I think I owe like 130 on it.
130?
You can't pay any more than that?
I could probably go like 111,000, but that's about it.
Oh my God.
You have about like 19,000 in negative equity.
I feel like I just bought this car.
Yeah, I mean, cars are depreciating quick right now.
I can't. How can I pay the money? That's a lot.
I mean, we take wire, credit card as well, but that's about it.
Is there any other way we can do it? Could you help me out somehow?
I mean, I'm already coming up another 1,000.
I mean, what can I do?
There's no way you can get the money to pay off the difference?
No, I'm saying is there anything that I could do for you?
Can you do for me? What do you mean by that?
I help you out, you help me out type of thing. I mean, we can meet in person. I'm not tripping.
Okay. So then how would you be paying the difference?
That's what I'm trying to say. We could just help each other out with that, right?
I'm not really understanding.
You got a girlfriend?
I'm married. I got 4 kids.
I mean, it would just be a one-time situation. You feel me?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to help you there.
Bruh, you really turned down. I just really want to get rid of the car. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect you or anything, but if there's any way you can help me, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? We can figure it out.
If the car needs nothing, tires are good, no issues, I could probably squeeze out to 113,000, but that'll leave you with 17 in negative equity.
You want to FaceTime me? You want to see how I look? Because you don't know what you're passing up on.
I mean, we could FaceTime if you want to show me the car, but otherwise...
No, I'm trying to show you something else.
I'm good, but let me know if that helps you. I mean, at 113, we can get a deal done today.
All right, you got my number.
All right, it was nice talking to you.
All right.
Now we start to understand why the boyfriend left. Now we are witnessing the issues that the boyfriend was going through. No shame, no self-respect. Morals goes out the window. The boyfriend got the car in her name. I don't know if this was some sort of a trap of something she did. I don't know if he had bottled up resentment. I don't know if this was a payback or a get back situation. We really don't know. But stories like this for me is not really about the car. I think for me, this is more about what happens when debt removes your options, and when debt pushes you into extreme positions and decisions. It's just a clear indicator of how the payments owns you, right? A big car payment, especially at $2,500, isn't just a bill. It literally just becomes a financial trap. There's just negative equity, 20,000, no exit. You can't sell the car. You can't refinance. You can't trade without owing thousands of dollars. This leads to just survival mode, right? Chronic financial stress triggers some sort of a survival mode. People have short-term thinking, which then would lead to emotional decisions and then risky behaviors just to relieve pressure. And then when people find out that they bit more than they could chew, just like we're seeing, that's where the desperation comes. It's just, people just don't suddenly lose morals, right? The fact that you're offering sexual favors to get a $17,000 in negative equity, to me, is just the constant financial pressure that she's in. That's the real dangers of debt, realistically speaking. It just doesn't just cost money. It corners people. And you have to do certain things like this. And that's why it's important, right? To do due diligence first, to really understand who you are, to really see who you're dating. Because once you're mentally trapped, and once a human feels like, is this a good idea? And they start asking, how do I make this problem go away? That's what we just witnessed. Desperation on steroids. She seems like a pretty young girl. You know what I mean? I don't really know her, but to spend 6 figures on a Range Rover, a car that's not even a great car in terms of reliability and dependability. It's just very embarrassing. What we witnessed was complete embarrassment.
This is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I think you should buy that dream car that you cannot afford. Now, when you buy that dream car and you cannot afford it, what likely is going to happen is that your back is going to be against the wall. Now, when your back is against the wall, you're kind of in a spot where you have to force yourself to make money. You're going to literally have to find new ways to make money to obviously cover that payment. And now I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, that's the stupidest thing you could do. But the thing is, it's just going to naturally make you want to make more money. And when you're going to find new ways to make money, it's only going to better your life. That hunger that you're going to get and that feeling of, holy shit, I need to figure this out is unmatched. You just cannot get that when you're feeling comfortable. The second thing is, it's just naturally going to put you in bigger rooms. Now, what I mean by that is you're just naturally going to be attracted by better people. Now, by better, I mean people who are of a higher caliber. Say they're making a higher income than you, who are driving nicer cars. Typically, those people have interest in nice things such as nice cars, nice watches, etc. Now, me personally, that's the type of people I like to be around because it's just going to make me want to work harder and get better. But yeah, that's just my hot take. I don't know. People see it differently.
How you see it is how you see it. It doesn't mean it's right. This is the problem with social media, is that you have people that will give you advice on just literally messing up your whole life, right? Listen, he's entitled to his own opinion. This is one of those situations where it should have just stayed in the head and never out loud, right? Never to be put on the internet. This is the reason why 70% of Americans right now cannot keep up with their car payments or they have a missed payment. 70% of Americans. This is the reason why there's a repossession epidemic, right? So basically what you're telling me is every person that has a BMW or an M3 can't afford their car payment. That might be even for him. Because when you're giving advice, you're usually projecting, right? Your ideologies and philosophies. So what he's telling us is the quiet part out loud is I can't afford my car. We're in the worst economy ever. January, the job loss is at 6 figures. 108,000 jobs were taken from the economy in January. People are struggling. People can't even put food on the table. People are maxing out their credit cards. And you thought it was a great idea to come with this hot garbage of an opinion. And then also, right, the idea of buy a car that's flashy and shiny object syndrome, so you can impress other people that probably can't even afford their own cars. Because we understand millionaires don't drive these fancy cars. 60% of millionaires are driving Toyotas, Hondas, and Fords. This is a fact. You can search this. You can Google this. You can fact check me. So it's pretty sad that people are coming on the internet and are choosing to literally sabotage other people. And then you have other people that really do not possess critical thinking and are going to follow this idea and get this $1,200 to $2,500 Range Rover that we just seen in the last clip. It's a circus show at this point. And no judgment to this guy. I don't know him. But social media is a strange place, y'all. Comment down below if you agree with this idea.
Hey, let me holler at y'all for a second. How much credit card debt y'all got? Because once upon a time, I had around $6,000 in credit card debt, and my minimum payment was about $200 a month. And out of that $200 a month, I kid you not, I think 162 went to interest. So what was that, like $38 towards principal every month? Like, it took me 15 years to pay that off. It's insane. So I say this all to say, I remember about 7 years ago being about $6,000 in credit card debt and feeling like I would never get out of it. About a few months ago, I started going on TikTok. And because I talk about finances, I get a bunch of financial content, right? And in that financial content, I find out that there's a ton of people on TikTok sharing that they have 38,000, 53,000, 65,000 plus in credit card debt. And I'm like, how? Sometimes I wonder how some of these people even get approved for $65,000 worth of credit limit. Some of these people have like 580 credit scores. It's like, what bank is even trusting you to pay this back? How do you get that deep? I put it on Threads. Yesterday. I put this conversation on Threads yesterday. Over 3,000 impressions. And there are people like, oh, I got 80 right now. I got 110 right now. 110,000 in credit card debt? I only owe 127,000 on my house.
No, 110 is crazy, right? But like I talked about in this channel, I owe $20,000 in credit card debt. You know, and it's just you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. Listen, being broke is part of the process, but staying broke, that's just insanity, right? Everybody goes through that. He had $6,000. I had $20,000. There's multiple stories on TikTok of people paying $60,000. We reacted to some, but it just takes, right, accountability, number one, understanding that you're in the situation, and problem solving, trying to come up with a focus-centered plan to try to get out of it. But this is true. Credit card debt in the United States has hit $1.3 trillion, close to student loans, right? I think we hit 1.4 or 1.5 in auto loans. So we live in a debt-based system. Debt is celebrated. And there's multiple reasons why a lot of people get into credit card debt, right? And I don't blame the first one, which is inflation and stagnant wages, right? Everything costs more now. Rent, groceries, insurance, gas. And when your income doesn't stretch far enough, what happens is people will swipe to survive. Credit card becomes a bridge, but then the bridge turns into a trap. And the second thing is that lifestyle inflation, right? When people get a raise and when people make more money, uh, they upgrade the lifestyle, right? Better apartment, new car, travel, eating out, and the spending rises with the income, but there's no savings. And there's high interest. People are spending almost 20 to 30% on just the APR on the credit cards. So you, it's huge. Like if you're making just your minimum payments, you'll never pay that credit card off, which then means that the balance grows really fast, even if you stop the spending. Like making minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt forever. And the psychology behind credit cards is that it just disconnects pain from purchase. Like when you have it in cash, you feel the pain. But when you swipe the plastic, like your brain doesn't register the loss the same way. So you're just sitting there and you're like, yeah, I didn't lose money. I didn't lose money. Status and appearance. People spend to look successful before they are successful. Clothes, trip, restaurants, Amazon, TikTok shop. Social media just amplifies the comparison. So I'm really just breaking down why this is the reason why there's a huge credit card epidemic, right? Instant gratification, right? The brain just loves immediate rewards. So when wasting feels like deprivation, credit card removes the waiting. Credit card becomes the solution to everything. And the last thing I would say is that the future me thinking, right, where people assume that the future income will fix today's spending, is what gets a lot of Americans in trouble. When you look at parts of the world, they really don't spend tomorrow's dollar for today. Like they literally break down the dollar in cents in some countries as a means of survival because they built that backbone of, I've struggled before and I don't want to be in that situation. America's a comparison culture, which then drives credit card madness. And I'll prove it to you. Let's go to the next clip. I'll prove it to you. These are videos, right, of what I explained in the last clip where that the brain doesn't really register pain the same way. Like when you're paying in cash, you feel the pain. But when you pay in a plastic card, this is why people can't even track what they're spending. Let's see. 2025
Oh my
summary.
God.
Someone tell me, is this number bad or is this normal? For reference, I'm 28 years old, I live in the Bay Area, I have no kids, and I rent. But this is your sign to not look at your 2025 Chase Wrapped if you choose peace. Or maybe some of you, myself included, do need to check this number so we can all do better in 2026.
Let's look at it. Let's normalize to look at it because the only way people grow, and I've said it, right? Being broke is part of the process. It's okay. It's part of the process. It's normal. You're in a country where debt is celebrated, but staying broke is where that insanity comes from. To spend 69,000 and you're only 28 years old and you have no children, like this is the time to save money because you might have kids in the future. You might have other debt. You see what I mean? Like it's so easy to spend that much, $70,000. And the average salary in this country is 50,000. After taxes, you're looking at 37,000. That's crazy, y'all. I can't even look at that. And you're single? Shopping addiction. I'm gonna guess shopping addiction. It always gets worse before it gets better. Let's see this one.
So I just saw this video of this girl showing her 2025 spending summary from Chase. And I was like, okay, let me go check mine. Y'all, I did not spend no $87,000 in 2025. I did not. I'm finna go digging. I am the coupon guru. Baby, I got all type of apps for cash back and saving. I did not spend no $87,000. Chase finna either give me some money back if this is not me moving money from my checkings account to my savings, to my high yield savings, and to investment. But spending.
It says spent in 2025. Like, what are we talking about? Huh? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Go check y'all's. How much did y'all spend? Oh my God. 87? I'm staying in the house all 2025.
I'll be disgusted too. I swear to God, I'll be disgusted too. 87,000. At this point, we can't feel sorry for people that honestly aren't poor, but are making poor decisions. $87,000. The average salary is 50 racks. 50,000. That's spending $87,000, $90,000 on nothing that cannot make you money. Now we understand why people are burnt out. Now we understand. We spending more than we earn. What we learned is that we cannot live within our means in this country. We simply can't. Spending has become part of our psychology, part of our identity, part of just who we are as Americans. 1.3 trillion in credit card debt. I think 1.5 to 1.7 in student loans, 1.4 trillion in auto loans. The average car payment when you're on the road, think about it. All those cars in the highway, 750. People are signing up for $1,200 car payments, $1,000 car payments. The first clip that we reacted to was $2,500. We simply cannot blame. And I'm big on putting the blame on the government for 30% of the times. But the government and the corporations are not forcing us to get into debt. They are. They are through marketing and misleading tactics and psychologically driven, behaviors to make you purchase. They do 100%, but they didn't force you to get into debt. Like nobody put a gun to your head and said, purchase now. It is so sad that right now, people having to do Klarna and Afterpay just to pay their rent, getting into more debt. Debt is a disease. And if you're in debt, hey, you're in the United States. You will be in debt once in your life. And I'm trying to make you feel better here. But at some point, you also have to wake up and make yourself understand that you're just slowing yourself down and you're sabotaging yourself. AI is around the corner. AI automation is around the corner. This is not fear mongering. I want you to just do better. This channel was created so you can be the best version of yourself, learning through other people's experience. And I always say that in these titles. You have to stop chasing appearance. You have to stop chasing opinions on TikTok. It's just being critical with self. A lot of that has to do with people cannot celebrate themselves in loneliness. I think loneliness is where people thrive because there's no distractions. It's peace, quiet, no loud noises, no insecurities from other people. You have to take yourself seriously. What we just responded to today and reacted to today was just a small glimpse into what Americans are going through. But if you want to be like the herd, you're going to be like the herd. If you see a bunch of zebras going that way, please go the other way. If you see a bunch of people that are reckless with their money, go the other way. Critical of self is important. Critical of your future, of your children's future, of trying to be something great is important. And debt cannot feel that. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I really did enjoy reacting to these videos with you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please interact with the channel. Let's push the YouTube algorithm, all right? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Push these messages to people that are like-minded. Let's grow this channel. Let's get together. And let's win and be great, all right? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, be good, do good. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.